Here we go. It is time for episode 4 of Origins Unknown podcast. My name's Claire Huntington.
And I'm Chris Holt. And this time we did something completely unorthodox. We met with a psychic to see if we could gather more information.
We definitely went off-roading in this one. During this episode, we have the pleasure of speaking with Canadian intuition expert and psychic medium Lynn Nicholls. Lynn is a highly sought-after medium by adoptees and non-adoptees alike.
And I have to admit, I went in this, as you know, completely skeptical about the whole thing. But honestly, you'll see from this episode that she just says and recalls things that I just don't see how she could possibly know. And she would actually go on to say things that would actually happen in the coming weeks.
Even though Lynn let us know that this should be the last stop for an adoptee, Chris and I wanted to be sure that this was recorded before any other episodes were released, so Lynn had no way of knowing specifics about us.
We also wanted to talk about things to watch out for so you're not being scammed or taken advantage of. We did split this episode into 2 parts, and part 1 is going to be my reading with Lynn.
And you will hear my reading in part 2 next week. Enjoy!
I think I walked the long way home. Now fall, just pick me up and hold me close when things get rough. And you never walk the road alone, 'cause we've all got our origins unknown.
All right. Welcome to Origin Unknown podcast. My name is Chris Holt.
And I'm Claire Huntington.
And today we have a very special guest. Her name is Lynn. Actually, if you want to introduce yourself, that also works.
Sure. Thank you, Chris and Claire. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Lynn Nicholls. I am a psychic medium and an intuition expert, and I'm based out of Niagara Falls, Canada.
Nice. So I've been very excited about this because I'm coming in with a very open mind. The idea of psychics, just personally, is not something I've ever been into. So I found it very interesting when Claire told me, and you told me, Lynn, that adoptees have come to you as a last resort after exhausting all resources. So that to me seemed like obviously made sense. So I'm here with an open mind and ready to go.
I'm scared. I have avoided psychics my whole life because not in a bad way, but I wasn't ever ready to know. And, I've done a lot of dumb stuff that I thought was going to be locked in the vault, but
there's no vault.
Oh, great. But yeah, I was actually just thinking about that today. And I was like, did I get cute? I got cute for spirits today. So this is a whole new side of,
there you go.
Yeah. So I'm excited, but I'm excited and cautiously nervous.
Yep.
In a good way.
Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So I guess before we get into this, I didn't even come in with an itinerary or an outline of how we're going to do this because I don't know how readings work and all this stuff. So if you want to just kind of walk us through what we should expect, if there's a flow or some type of, cadence that we're going to follow or
before we do the reading, I was hoping perhaps one of the things that we touched upon on the pre-interview was if you could let us know things that adoptees, if they aren't going to you, what they should look for when they're choosing someone to do this type of search. Just like things that they should look out for in terms of scams, in terms of, information. If you wouldn't mind walking us through so our users, before we do the reading, can know what to look for before they even get to the fun part. So,
of course. And you're so true. You're so right, because unfortunately my industry is riddled with scam artists and frauds and people that want to prey on people that are grieving. And it's an awful, awful thing. So you do have to look for someone that doesn't have a flashing neon sign on a busy storefront. You want to go by word of mouth. You want to go by people's experiences, and you want those people to be able to tell you that this psychic medium or the psychic or whatever they're calling themselves gave them very meaningful and specific information that was, you can't Google that. It has to be without a doubt personal, and there's no way anybody could know it. Otherwise, run like hell. And what I would say too for adoptees, though, is what Chris said. A psychic should be your last resort. Go through the usual channels, do your research, do all the things you should do first. And then if you get stuck, someone like me can give you a little extra tidbit, a little extra help, a little extra insight into where to maybe look next, or something maybe you overlooked. And you just have to, I just made some notes here. Just keep in mind when you do see a medium that a lot of times we don't get the full picture. We can't. Life is a giant puzzle, and sometimes we don't have all the pieces to finish your puzzle. So please don't go, like Chris said, with an open mind, but don't go expecting them to solve your problems, the world's problems. And don't say anything that could lead them on, because some of the big scammers are watching every eye movement you're doing. They're watching your body. Yeah, exactly. They're watching your body language. So be very aware of what you're saying and how you're saying it. So if somebody came to me and said, how's my brother doing? Then I would, perfect, very neutral tone of voice. If somebody said, how's my brother doing? Well, you just gave it away. He's doing crap.
Poker face.
Yeah.
Poker face, you guys.
Exactly. Poker face.
I have the worst poker face.
Actually, can we please
pull your tooth?
Yeah, I'm going to pull my tooth just like this.
Pull your tooth down over here.
I'm sorry, but I know that you want that moniker, but let's literally talk who's got the worst poker face.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're not good at this, huh? Okay. And it's okay. Just don't look constipated and we're good. So that's fine.
Oh, Lynn, that's just how my face goes. I can't change that.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I want people to maintain neutrality, but at the same time, be open. And if there's information I need, if I say something like, you know what, I just can't get it. What's this name? I don't want people to say, well, you should know. Well, there's the door.
See, me. One quick tip, I actually looked this up for those of us who have expressive faces. If you take your tongue and push it to the roof of your mouth, it automatically relaxes your jaw. And then if you need to, focus to the left of the person you're looking at. I don't know. I just did my own research. So you just go like.
Okay, so.
Oh, very nice.
This works
and you don't look
via Zoom.
Constipated at all.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, and if you're taking a side profile, you do the same thing and it pulls this up.
Chris, I didn't want to talk to you about that, but also too, one thing that I didn't realize, Lynn, in discussing with you previously is that don't be limited to the resources that are in your own home city or state or province. Lynn actually does a lot of her readings right now on Zoom. And also Lynn has come to us heavily recommended. So please reach out to her if you are looking for something, because that's something that we can offer you that we are trying and know.
Sure.
And I'm excited for us to refer to this as we go down the roads.
Awesome. I can't wait. Yeah. And just to piggyback on what you said, a lot of people will say, how do you do a reading on Zoom or on the phone or via text? Or, when I do Facebook Lives and do free readings, how do you do that? Well, your information isn't attached to you. It's all over, just like radio waves, TV signals, and all I have to do is tune in. So you just turn on the right station. Sometimes it's fuzzy, but sometimes it's so clear. So what I usually do when I do a reading is I say, just let me get the stuff out of my head first. And if you have any questions, there is no save your questions till the end kind of thing. So just ask as we go and, kind of have a poker face. But, if there's information you want to know more about, don't be afraid to get a little excited, because that just draws the energy, the spirit in, because they're attracted to the good energy. So I think you're probably both very good at that. And Let me just take a quick peek. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget anything, but I'm sure we could do that.
Also, one question that Chris had that I made a note of from our pre-interview, to not worry about language, that you can pick up on energy, because Chris is looking for his family who will be speaking Korean. So if you are from somewhere else and you don't use language as a barrier in terms of your search, because I know we do have a lot of international, transnational adoptees as well. So, yeah.
And that's a good point to bring up too, because I'm an English speaking medium, I'm going to hear the information in English, and it doesn't matter if all your ancestors spoke Korean or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. Language, humans created language. So on the other side, communication is through thought, through energy. So there's actually no language, and they will just translate it down for me. So where I might get some sounds in your native language of names, maybe I'm saying, who's Robert? Who's Robert? And you're like, I don't know Robert, but my grandfather's name had an RB in it. Oh, okay, let's go there. But I will never say, oh, that's it, just to make myself look good, because that's not why I'm here. Because if I don't want to mislead anybody, and I can't have been doing this for 15 years by misleading people. So we can certainly dig into things, and there will be names that you won't recognize, especially being adoptees, and you can look them up, or they may be people you haven't met yet. So keep that in mind. And since we're probably reading both of you at the same time, or one and then the other.
Chris, what do you prefer?
Let's do, I think one at a time would make more sense in my head. I don't know if that's less confusing for all parties, including other parties involved. Yeah, so.
We can try, and we will see how it goes. And if you have any questions along the way, like why would you be getting that information? Where is that coming from? Please feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to explain anything. So we can start. And to tell you the truth, before I even got here, about a half hour before I got here, I was getting some names and some sounds and some words.
Like Claire's face. She's like, that's not a, you just failed in like the first sentence. That's amazing. Okay. I think I should go first because,
she needs practice.
Yeah.
I was going to say rock, paper, scissors, but we can do it your way.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why I think I want to go first, but I don't want to say it because I just don't want to say anything.
Don't say anything.
Yep.
Okay.
I
tell people the less I know about them, the better.
Okay.
It's really hard to read my family.
He's getting sweaty.
He's
getting sweaty.
I'm getting sweaty.
I'm like, do you ever get like nervous, like only one armpit? Like just this one?
No. I get it's. I feel like I have hyperhidrosis, but I don't know.
So. Me neither.
Nervous energy. Your heart rate goes up. Your nerves are tingling. You get warm. But your toque's not coming off, and that's okay.
No. Yes.
Not a problem. It looks super cool.
I would like to point out to our American users that a toque is what you call a beanie.
Beanie. Yeah.
Beanie for dorks.
For dorks. Sorry.
Our country's colder. We get to decide.
It's true.
We might wear two toques. We don't know. Depends on how damn cold it gets out here. So, Chris.
Yes.
So all I need from you is to tell me your full name. And I use that. That's kind of my key to unlock where I'm going. So if you could do that, that would be great.
My Korean name or my... Okay, so my full name is Christopher David Holt. And my Korean name is Kim Dong-soo, S-O-O.
Okay.
I love that name.
Yeah, me too.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Because the first name, oh shoot, you can't see it on my phone, but the first name, and I didn't know your full name, and I didn't know your Korean name either, but the first name I got, or the first word I got, was DV. I kept seeing DV. So that's a reference to David. That's your middle name. However, I do want to go a step further and ask if you have a connection to Denver or somebody with the name Donovan.
Donovan is my godson.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Denver, I've been there, but no real connection.
No, that doesn't count.
Okay.
Yes. If you were there yesterday, I'd say that's it. But if you've been there, no big deal, it doesn't count. But that's what it is. Because notice how Denver, Donovan, they have very similar sounds. Mm-hmm. So that's what I was getting first. So it's more of a Donovan reference. So this is your godson, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Related to you?
Not by blood. It's my older sister's son.
Okay. Oh, I got a brother. Interesting. Okay. So you'll see me looking down because when I'm doing readings, and because I'm 53, I forget things if I don't say them right away. So I
That's okay.
scribble them down. You'll see them on my Facebook and Instagram page too, all my scribbles. So Donovan's the first thing that comes up. Is his birthday coming up or is it in April?
His birthday is in March.
Okay. I just keep going to April when I think of him for some reason or other. So I don't know if there's something new coming up from Donovan. Is he 7?
No.
Okay. I keep getting a 7 around him. That's interesting. Well, anyways, Donovan's a cool kid. I think he's got a lot of good things coming up for him. I'm really connected to the number 7 in the month of April. So that means April through July will be particularly wonderful for him. So just keep that in mind in the next few months. And you'll be emailing me and telling me, oh my gosh, guess what happened? So is Donovan the one that's involved in music or is that you?
No. His sister is musical. She sings and plays guitar and stuff like that.
Perfect. Is she a natural musician? Because I'm getting someone
Yeah.
I know she would take lessons, but really doesn't have to work that hard just because it's a natural thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Very cool. So that family is coming up big. I like the kid. So good. And do you know who Charlie is?
Charlie,
Charl. So it could be Charlie, Charlotte, or Charlene. And Claire, if any of this ends up being you, just say that's me.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. It could be somebody around Donovan or his sister because it came up right under them. Interesting. Okay. So were you 5 months old when you were adopted?
No, it took about, I want to say we were about 17 months when we were adopted because it took a while to get us together.
Okay. Then is there anything significant about the month of May being the 5th month?
May. No. I mean, I believe that's when my cat's birthday is, but that's not, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what?
Yeah, that's my cat's birthday is in May.
Okay. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I was just getting a May birthday very close to you. So your cat's name is not Charlie, is it?
No.
Okay. Don't tell me his name or her name. I don't need to know. Is it rather, let's be politically correct. No, we're not. A fat cat?
No.
Okay. She's going to have stomach problems then. So just keep an eye out for that.
Okay.
Nothing with huge vet bills. Any connection to somebody named Ken?
Ken. No.
Or the country of Kenya?
Kenya? Nope.
You haven't been? You haven't gone on safari?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we were supposed to go on a safari for my high school graduation, but I had a medical procedure.
Okay. And we don't need to know what that is. So, and where was the safari to?
It was going to be somewhere in Africa. I don't remember exactly what country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. And that's probably why I was getting it. And I think a lot of times things we missed out on, probably you missed out on it because something pretty crappy would have happened at the time. Because as a teenager, I'm not saying you were terribly unruly, but you were a little more adventurous than the average teenager. So no big deal. You would have maybe ended up in hospital. So I think the universe is saving your safari for later. And that's why Kenya came up for you. So you're still going to get it, but with a more mature sense of mind. And I kept seeing this Z word. Zip, zap, Zoe, Zach. Any idea what that is?
Zed. Not anything that comes to mind.
Did you just break a zipper?
No. See. No.
Don't worry. I just keep lots of quick Z letters. And do you have a bad ankle or knee?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe Z as in like Z's, like I've been sleeping for the past 2 days. I don't know if that's.
Oh, Say that again, please.
So I've been sick, so I've been sleeping for the past 2 days. So I'm just thinking Z's as in like sleeping. Z's.
The little
Yeah,
emoji
yeah,
with the little
yeah.
Z's over his head. Okay. And that could be all it is, because I kept getting z, 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 and I had no idea what I was getting. So I hope you're feeling better. Anyhow,
Yep,
you sound
yep.
good.
Yep.
Okay. And do you know who the Ella name is? Stella,
Ella.
Isabella.
No.
Yes, you do. Okay. Ellen, Helen.
Helen, nothing's ringing a bell right now.
Okay. 2 L's keep coming up. Let me see.
2 L's.
Is there a Lily?
No. 2 L's.
2 L's. Claire, do you know who that is?
I have a niece,
That's the one I want.
Isabel. Yeah.
Okay, so that's for
Isabel.
you. So that we'll save that for you. I knew there would
Yeah.
be some overlap here. Okay.
I'm writing down all the overlap right now that I'm.
Yeah, because they'll probably make good. So
Yeah.
she's organized too. Awesome. So who's the other Chris?
Other Chris.
Chris, Christine. Work related.
I mean, I have a good friend named Christine Andali, but that's
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't find her related, but she's just a friend.
Mhm.
Okay, have you heard from her lately? Seen her lately?
yeah, I talked to her maybe a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a little long for me. So I'm thinking you'll hear from her by the end of this week.
Okay.
So don't initiate anything, but you will probably hear from her. Do you are you an architect?
Yeah. Former
Cool.
poker face.
No, your face did not go poker.
No.
Way far away from poker. You've got skills in that department. I'm not saying you should go back to it, but that's like you're just a natural. You just understand that stuff. So that's pretty cool. And you're not an accountant now. Please tell me you're not an accountant. Okay. I just see lots of numbers, and let's hope they're lottery numbers. I don't know what they are, to tell you the truth. Okay, let me see. So it was you and your sister that were adopted?
No, I'm a triplet, so my brothers and I were all adopted.
Together.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Why do I see a girl?
I have a little sister that's adopted.
But she's not part of your biological family?
No.
Oh, okay. What's the T name? TR? Terry, Teresa,
T.
Tracy, Teresa, Tara, Terry.
I mean,
Don't reach too far.
yeah, I mean, when you say names, I just think of people. So like Tara was like an ex-girlfriend of mine, but
Yeah, they always come up.
Okay.
They always come up. And I'm not saying, oh, go reconnect and rekindle. No, hell no. No. It's just out there. It's part of your past.
yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of sketchy in my head for a while. Are you the middle triplet?
Oldest.
Really? Are you middle in size?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I line you 3 up, you're right in the middle.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. And who's Mark or Mike?
Mark is an uncle.
Okay.
And actually my confirmation name is Marcus, which was kind of named after him.
Oh, that's very nice. Okay. That's why they're pointing to you and saying it's him. Is your biological mother passed?
From what I've been told, yes. But
Yeah.
then I've
I
been
agree.
told that could be a lie. So I don't know.
I think she's gone.
Okay.
I think she is. And sorry. Do you know if her name started with a V or a W?
We don't have a name.
Okay. Sorry. Or do you drive a Volkswagen?
No.
Just checking.
No.
Okay. Because I saw a V and W. Just thought I'd throw it out there. Okay. I think she has passed. I think there was, and I'm not going to throw out any goofy story about, oh, you know what, they were just so poor they couldn't afford you. Anybody can make that up, right? So I'm not going to do that. And I'm sure you could create a story better than I can. So I actually don't think it would affect your future if you knew or didn't know, to be honest with you. Who is Paul?
Paul.
Or Paula?
Paul is a woman I train on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay. That's okay.
That's
So we're
funny.
getting-
Hi, Paula.
Yeah.
Hi, Paula. How are you?
She's going to love that
We're
she
gonna
made the
see if you
podcast.
listen.
Yeah.
We're going to see if you're listening.
Yes.
As soon as
So
you
it's
hear
just-
this, text him.
and then listen to it again and text him again. No, it's just we're getting more to the current time. So it's just breaking through the little bit of nervousness you had, and that's totally cool. And Chris did say, for everybody listening, that he was skeptical. And I encourage anybody who's listening to be openly skeptical. I am the biggest skeptic there is. There are a lot of things I don't believe in. And if I didn't see half the shit I see when I do readings, I wouldn't believe in this either. So everybody be skeptical, but just don't be a you-know-what hole. That's all. And you are not. Do you know who, oh boy, is there a Gavin or a Garrett?
No.
G-A. No Gary.
No.
That's Claire's. Okay. We'll hold on to that. I need a Claire page.
Right.
I'm ready. I'm writing them all down for you. So just
Okay.
keep doing your reading.
I will. Yeah. Writing actually helps me tune in a little better.
Oh, perfect.
You're not 37, are you, Chris?
38. I just turned 38. Yeah.
When? When did you turn?
December 28th.
Okay, cool. And no big deal if you were, oh, that's not a big birthday. So what's going on? December 28th, you said? Were you weird question. Are you sure that's your birthday? Were you born the day before?
That's what our birth certificate says.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, only because I have the number 27 on my page several times. So that's why, and no big deal. I mean, if it's like I've written 27, 27, 27. So maybe I was just a day off. Maybe the documentation is a day off. In any case, no big deal. I think you landed in a pretty damn good family. I really do. Totally off topic. Did you just eat a big bag of chips last night?
I ate a box of cereal.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't know your somebody in the spirit world is outing you. It might be BioMom. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just getting a lady saying, I was with you last night. You ate a big, like, I'm just hearing crunch, 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 crunch like a
It's
wall.
it's actually called Banana Nut Crunch, and I consumed the entire box.
That's okay. That's awesome. Good carb.
I'd like to remind everyone, this is not a lifestyle and nutrition podcast.
No,
I was sick, and I was just like, I needed something.
that's okay. I get it. So you had spirits with you last night. If you said you ate a big box of cereal 2 weeks ago, I say no, doesn't count. So James is who?
James.
Jamie.
I have an Uncle Jimmy.
Okay. A couple of the uncles have been mentioned. So I think there's something going on in the aunt-uncle level. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's good. You're just going to be hearing about it probably, we're in mid-February, probably by mid-March, but I would say more likely by the end of February. Gotcha. And the O name is who?
Oh.
Owen, Olivia.
I have a cousin who I'm fairly close with. Her name's Olivia. We call her Livy.
Perfect. Is she connected to either of the uncles that have been mentioned?
No, that's on my mom's side.
Okay, other side. So something going on with all the old people. Older, sorry,
Yeah.
to Chris's uncles, if you are listening. And I did write the name Beth down. Do you know who that is?
Beth.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, I have a sponsor, a CBD company, and one of the owners, the wife, her name is Elizabeth.
Perfect. I like her vibe. I really do. So whatever company that is, I don't need to know, but I really like the connection there. So keep that in mind. And you're in Utah, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And pardon my lack of knowledge about American geography, because we're way up here. It's not close to Texas, is it?
Yeah, it's not too far. I mean, it's
Are you
fairly
going?
close.
Are you going?
Yeah, I am.
Soon? Like
Yes.
within the next month or two?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You've got this, whoever this lady is, and I've got my fingers crossed it's BioMom. She's just saying, I'll be with you on your trip to Texas. It's coming up in the next few weeks. I'm going to be with you. So I know you never met her, but the strongest person to have on the other side is your parent. Biological or adoptive, when they're on the other side, I'm not saying you can't fail, but you can do really, really well. Even if you just say, Mom, even not knowing her, let me know what to do. Show me what to do. And she will. But I really like the Texas trip. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Just so you know. Do you have a pair of crutches?
No.
Claire?
I mean, I not like currently, but I've had crutches before.
Oh, sure. Me too.
Yeah, but not
But
now.
are they in? They're not in that room.
No.
Okay. Okay. I still see crutches. Just be a little careful. More toward mid-June, beginning to mid-June. You don't do gymnastics, do you, Chris?
No. I mean, CrossFit, but that's not, handstands, stuff like that.
Handstands. The handstands, the crutches. Oh, good for you. Wow. Impressive. The crutches, I'm trying to reverse engineer it, and it's coming from the handstand.
Okay.
So when you're doing your handstand, just be extra cautious.
Okay.
And extra careful.
Which month was that?
Beginning to the mid-June. And October's really fun. Where are you going?
October, no plans yet.
No plans, no birthday parties?
No.
Okay. I see October and I see boats. I don't know why. Just keep it in mind. Call me in October.
Okay.
It will be cool. Chris, do you have any questions, or is there anything you want to know more about?
Yeah, I think if possible, I would like to know a little more about my birth father and our family, and maybe, I don't know, the circumstances as to which we were given up, because I've been told different stories.
Okay. What's the A name connected to your family?
A.
Anne, Anthony, Andrew.
I mean,
or is it a city name, street name?
I mean, A as in Anthony, which is my former business partner of 10 years.
Oh, that's work. We don't want to hear about that. Okay,
Yeah.
Let me cross that out. Okay, here's where the tricky part comes in, because sometimes if I have adoptees come in and your birth family maybe doesn't want you to know, or didn't want you to know when they were living, sometimes I can't break through that barrier. So did you originally from a family of 6? I got a big family.
I mean, from my understanding, our birth parents had large families, but yeah.
Didn't you say you had an older brother?
Yeah, I found out later that we had an older brother that was 5 years old when we were born.
Wow. Okay. And the Q name?
No Qs.
Quinn, or I just see the letter Q, or I'm seeing another O. These O's keep jumping out at me. So is your original family from a valley?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, this is where it runs into tricky bits because we can't validate it, and it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's just there's things we will never figure out. The circumstances of why you were put up for adoption, that's why I asked about the big family. It feels like there are way too many mouths to feed. Triplets, yes, of course. But in general, the size of the family looks like there's at least 5 or 6 children easily.
Oh, wow.
And okay, back to your eating habits. I'm sorry. Did you just have like gorgonzola cheese or blue cheese or a really strong cheese?
No, I don't eat cheese often.
Huh. Okay. It's so good. What's wrong with you? I know I smell this really strong cheesy smell, and I don't know what it's from. The only stinky cheese I can think of at the moment is blue.
Well, I mean, we were at a Super Bowl party, and my wife brought a bunch, like a cheese platter, like a charcuterie board.
With stinky cheeses?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I totally forgot about Super Bowl. That's probably all it is. And I know if you go to a party, there's always a cheese tray there. But because you guys brought it, you have some nosy ghosties hanging around with you, which I love.
Ha.
I know. Now I'm going to be freaking out walking around my apartment. Like,
where are they? They're not scary at all. Who's Tom?
Tom is one of my best friends.
Okay. And whether this is your mom or not, I don't know. But your mom says, yes, I hang out with him. I really like Tom. So she's not giving up a lot of information about the circumstances of why you were put up for adoption. So I'm assuming, I can't assume anything. I really can't throw anything out there. I think there's just basically, we can't feed all these kids. We just can't do it there. And I don't know a lot about Korean history, but at the time you're 38, you said? Okay. So that doesn't make sense. Do you know if there was, and I'm using the word war, but that's too strong a word, happening at the time of your birth?
Not at the time. Not at the time of our birth. I know the Korean War led to why Korean adoption became very popular in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Oh, okay. Okay. But that was way before the Korean War, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I just get a lot of, I get a lot of loud around where your family originates.
Well, I mean, also during the time in the 80s in Korea, it was equivalent to a third world country. So everyone basically lived in poverty. So it was probably very chaotic.
Yeah, chaos. I get lots of loud banging, lots of crashing, lots of that kind of stuff. And it was basically, we can't do this. We just can't do this with all these kids. Do you need to fix the doors in your house, Chris?
No, not that I know of.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay. I get a lot of uneven doors for some reason.
We had a squeaky door for a while when we moved in here, and then my wife used WD-40, and now it just always closes. So
by itself?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be all it is. Okay. No, nothing creepy. Just WD-40.
Oh God. I'm like sitting here, and then the door just starts swaying open and closing. And I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I let them in. It's real.
Yeah, you opened a portal.
Yeah.
I don't believe in those. Do you have a German Shepherd?
No.
Or a Husky?
No.
Where's that dog? Is that a neighbor?
Not that I know of. Oh, actually, sorry. One of my coaches at my gym has a baby German Shepherd.
Oh, has he been bringing him to the gym?
Yeah, she's brought him a few times actually. I met him a few times. Yeah.
That's why. Okay. A lot of gym things. You're on the right track with personal training, with the gym. You're doing all the right things. So congratulations on that. That's fantastic. A lot of people have trouble making it in that industry. So whatever you're doing the right things. Keep an eye on your left shoulder. And do you have an addiction to Coca-Cola?
No.
Is it coffee?
Coffee, yes.
Like a little more than the average bear?
I I guess it depends on what bear you're talking to.
Okay. More than 2?
Yeah,
More than 4 a day?
I would say right around there, 4 or 5.
Okay. So not a big deal. I'm just hearing a little too much of the brown drink. No big deal. It's going to start to bother your stomach in about 3 years. Just if you could rein it in a little bit now, it'd be cool. So terrible question to ask. Do you have siblings from 2 different fathers?
Yes.
Okay. One father is living, one has
Oh, no,
not.
sorry. Let me take that back. Oh, my God. I'm thinking, no. I have siblings from different mothers.
Mothers.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I got it mixed up. And is the one mom living, one mom's gone?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's Gordon or George?
Gordon is my older sister's stepbrother.
Okay. So one of the moms that's connected, do you know which mom is connected to him?
That would be it would be the deceased one, but she was his stepmom.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. That's the one that keeps coming. She's coming through. So she's just saying, I'm there. And even though she may not be your mom, she's just saying, I'm there if you need me. And I don't know what the proper term is. Tic Tacs. What's the Tic Tac reference? Or Tiny Mints?
TikTok.
Okay.
I make a ton of TikToks, which is a social media platform.
Yeah. I know what TikToks are, Chris. I'm not that old.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure. I was like, yeah.
I'm just teasing you. And I didn't even think of TikToks. Okay. So you're on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you do a lot of TikTok?
Yeah, I made probably 25 over the weekend.
Keep doing that. So I know what TikTok is. I don't know a lot about it. I've tried to be on it and it just does not work. So whatever you're doing, I think that might be your thing. But on the side note, do you grind your teeth?
I've been known to, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to crack a tooth back right. Just be careful.
Okay.
And Jeannie or Jenny?
Jen, my older sister.
Okay. A lot of mom energy coming through.
Yeah.
Did your biological dad leave your mother?
From my understanding, no.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't know if that's it, or he had to leave home a lot, or he was away from home a lot. I don't know. I just get quite a separation between the two of them.
Actually, from what I was told, he was a cab driver.
Oh gosh, busy. Is he still living?
I've been told that he's deceased.
Oh. Do you know his name by chance?
No.
That's okay. Yeah, if you just keep these names in mind. I know Claire has written them all down. So at some point, if you ever come across records, it might be one of these names.
Okay.
So just keep it in mind. Did you have soup for lunch?
Yes.
Mom's just saying I was with you at lunch. You had soup. And I know everybody has soup at some time. It wasn't baked potato soup, was it? Or was it white?
No, my wife made some chicken noodle soup.
Oh, nice. Did you drink a glass of milk with it?
No.
No. I'm just seeing a white drink. Interesting.
Mm.
See how that comes up. Who's Frank?
Frank is one of my best friends.
Okay. Mom likes Frank too. Mom thinks she's one of the boys. So it's just hanging out, wishing you have the best life, hoping you will just put a little bit of faith in her and just say to the air, Mom, fix my life. Not that it needs fixing, but if you give them permission, it opens up their channel so they can start adjusting things and it'll work more in your favor. Even the little things will start to work. May I ask what your wife's name is?
Elaine?
Elaine.
Oh, well, her given name is Catherine. Her middle name is Elaine, but she goes by Elaine.
That's okay.
Shout out to Elaine.
Yes. For putting up with Chris? No, I'm sorry. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
no, putting it, yeah, no, absolutely.
That's okay. Maybe she films your TikToks for you, and that would be awesome. So, were you and Elaine talking about either Atlanta, Georgia, or the lost continent of Atlantis?
Recently? Or just we've talked about Atlanta because she used to live there. When we
that's
first,
why.
Yeah, when we first met, she was living in
Okay.
Atlanta. Yeah.
That's why it's coming up. Okay, so that's all. So who's gone? Her mom or dad?
No, they're both alive.
Okay, good, because I couldn't find them, so I'm glad to hear that. I always get worried if I can't find them and they're dead, because I'm like, where the hell are you? No, things feel good around you. There's nothing I'm thinking of other than normal life's ups and downs. Nothing's worrying me. Is it you that's obsessed with pockets?
Yeah.
Okay. Just mom, no offense. Mom just thinks it's a little weird. But anyways, and the trip to Australia.
I've been there.
How many times? 3?
No, I think we've only been there once when we lived in
2
Singapore.
more.
Yeah, when we lived in Singapore. So.
Oh, cool. 2 more times. 2 more times.
I'm coming.
Do you know who Jack is?
Jack.
Or Jake?
No.
Jackie.
Jake. No.
Okay, don't worry. I'm getting it connected to Elaine. Ask her later.
Okay.
See what comes up. Yeah, I keep trying to pull out birth information, original information. I'm not getting it. So this is one of those cases where it's blocked, and not for a good or bad reason. It's just it, for some reason isn't important. But the things I did get, like if it ever comes up and you are saying, holy crap, yeah, we were in a valley. I know the letter Q. What else do you got, Lynn? I'm more than happy to help you with that. You don't have 3 girls, do you?
No.
Do you have children?
No.
No. Is Elaine one of 3 girls?
Yes.
It's the 3 girls. Okay. And what name did I write down? I wrote down something and I've totally lost it. Who's either Lou or Lee?
Lee is my dad's middle name.
Okay. Your adoptive dad?
Yeah.
Okay. And does his first name start with an N or a G?
No.
What is his first name?
David.
Oh, that's the other David. That's why I'm staring at your middle name. Okay. Oh, that's nice. You got named after him.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with Dad's fingers?
He's got arthritis.
Mm-hmm. They're going to get like this.
Yeah.
Crooked. So when I think about him, I get very numb here. But if that's the worst he has to deal with, that's not bad at all. Anything else, my dear?
No. That was interesting.
That's it. And, like I said, if anything else comes up, like DM me on Instagram. We'll sort through it. We'll do a FaceTime or whatever. And I have no problem helping you through that. But there's nothing I have to worry about for you, which I love.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Little overdosing on the cereal and the coffee. That's all.
Teacher's pet.
And the obsession of pockets.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to ask about that, but it's intriguing.
I just I like pockets. I don't like not being able to put my wallet or keys or phone in a pocket. I don't know.
That's normal, is it not?
Yeah. That's
insist on pockets.
I mean, I have pants that don't have pockets. I just don't wear them that often. So yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Not a problem. And we can switch over to Claire. And right. Chris, if anything comes up, just yell. That's me. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
If you'd like to connect with us on Instagram or TikTok, you can find us at
Origins Unknown Podcast.
You can follow my co-host at
Beyond the Tats.
You can find me at
Sea Bear Huntington. We're also on Twitter. Follow us at
Unknown Podcast. If you'd like to visit our website, it's
originsunknownpodcast.com. Also, if you'd like to send us questions, share your story, or even just say hi, you can send us an email at
hello@originsunknownpodcast.com. Special thanks to Pace Randolph for writing, performing, and producing the audio for our podcast. Follow him on Spotify for more wonderful music.